All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We're talking about the Las Vegas Raiders in today's video, wrapped up OTAs. We got mandatory mini camp this upcoming week where you're going to see dudes like Davante Adams. Folks, we've been hearing nothing but good things about the Las Vegas Raiders this year. It's just night and day difference than this time last season. I feel like we were all kind of holding on to just this bit of hope where when you broke it down logically, like Josh McDaniels, running back the head coaching position, like there were just a lot of flaws. And we were just kind of holding on to some hopium there. So this year feels completely different. It's going to be completely different. And we are just hearing great things, whether it's Brock Bowers, whether it's this defense, whether it's the quarterback competition, whether it's just the vibe, the aura, this new culture, just nonstop praise coming out of Raiders OTA. So I'm hyped. I know you guys are too. Let's talk about what we saw earlier today and in the last couple of days before we get into mandatory minicamp. So folks, before you know it, the NFL season is going to be here. Late July is going to come here before you know it, and we're about to be in preseason football like 2 months from now. So, time flies, but welcome back to the channel. Hit that like button, hit that sub button for daily Raiders content. We're trying to get this video to 100 likes. That would be pretty dope. Moving on forward, on Monday, the Las Vegas Raiders grew their salary cap to $34 million thanks to the $24 million windfall provided by Jimmy Garoppolo officially falling off the books. It's a great day, folks. The Raiders just got richer, and Jimmy Garoppolo is off the books officially. So, I don't really anticipate, it's Tuesday, June 4th. At the time of this recording, there's not too many, A-list dudes out there available in free agency. I wouldn't be surprised, as we talked about, I think it was in yesterday or 2 days ago's video, talking about Stephon Gilmore possibly joining the Raiders. There's no rumor, there's no proof behind that. That's just, speculation on my end. But you get the point. I wouldn't be surprised if they were to go out there for somebody. But neither here nor there. Brock Bowers, Michael Mayer, man, we're hearing so much about this tight end tandem. Gardner Minshew, Aiden O'Connell. I guarantee you Aiden O'Connell's going to win this starting role, but we won't know that for quite some time. Nonetheless, we're just hearing so many good things about Brock Bowers specifically, but we've been hearing and we've been seeing some great stuff about Michael Mayer. He looks rejuvenated. He lost some weight. He looks quick. He looks good. Michael Mayer looks great. But Brock Bowers, I got this quote here from Vincent Bonsignore of the Las Vegas Review-Journal. He said this: "It's been a Where's Waldo situation trying to locate the former Georgia star when the Raiders offense lines up. He's been used out wide, in the slot with the offensive line, at the line of scrimmage, at H-back, and even in the backfield. In terms of usage, he's been targeted as a downfield receiver up the seam, on screens, on crossing patterns, and across the middle. He's also been used as a runner on fly sweeps." So you get the point here. Brock Bowers, unbelievably versatile. And I'll say this, folks, until I get sick of saying it, because I know my Raiders fans watching this video aren't sick of me saying it. Michael Mayer in any draft, Brock Bowers in any other draft class outside of this year with all this hype. Folks, this was a generational quarterback class. I don't know if it's actually going to turn out, but on paper it was a generational offensive class with the quarterbacks loaded, with wide receivers loaded. Brock Bowers just kind of fell under the wayside there, but we heard Greg Olsen say it, and I love this take: any other draft, Brock Bowers is probably a top 5 pick, at worst the 7th pick overall. And Las Vegas, he fell onto our laps at pick number 13. Another excerpt I got: along with fellow tight end Michael Mayer, who possesses similar versatility, Bowers gives the Raiders a multi-layered weapon. Expect both to be prominently featured in the offensive attack. This should come as good news for Raiders fans. While Getsy's Chicago offenses weren't always stellar, he did get good production from the tight end position. Cole Kmet racked up 719 yards and 6 touchdowns last season. So our video 2 days ago, I was saying, the X factor for Las Vegas isn't even the defense. It's not even Davante Adams. It's this twin tandem that we have at the tight end position. So, Cole Kmet, I sat next to him in high school math, senior year math class, but he's a good, really solid tight end. Really cool dude, by the way. Neither here nor there. That was one of the only bright spots of Luke Getsy and the Chicago Bears offense. And I kind of regret saying Luke Getsy first. That was DJ Moore, Justin Fields' rushing statistics, and Cole Kmet's receiving, especially in the last 2 years, and touchdowns. That's like the only 3 positives the Chicago Bears offense has had. They also, I guess they have some nice pieces on the offensive line, but you get what I'm saying here. Michael Mayer and Brock Bowers are poised for breakout seasons. One final excerpt I got from Vincent Bonsignore was that the great defense has just been even better this season. So he said this: at this point, the Raiders defense should be a few steps ahead of the offense. The group returns 10 starters from a top 10 NFL defense in 2023 and a dominant defensive tackle, Christian Wilkins, in free agency, and is now in its 3rd year under Patrick Graham, the defensive coordinator. What a long way Patrick Graham as DC has gone. I remember his first year. That was a little bit rough, but that year was rough in general. This defense, somebody's going to break out into a superstar not named Max Crosby, folks. Money line would probably be Christian Wilkins, who, if you ask a salty Miami Dolphin fan, they're saying he has yet to even become a star. But people are looking at that contract, and especially at his position, it's kind of hard to just gauge actual impact that he had on the defense and the actual impact he had on the game just by statistics, because everyone just kind of only cares about the sack number. Christian Wilkins is definitely going to get you some sacks, but you got Christian Wilkins, Tyree Wilson, and Malcolm Kuntz. Any of those 3 could literally turn into a superstar/star at any moment. Tyree Wilson slimmed down. He looks like a freaking beast. Malcolm Kuntz broke out in the second half of last season once Antonio Pierce came in. The Raiders, folks, probably have a top 5 defensive line in the National Football League as long as Tyree Wilson, looks the part. Right, he looks it right now. Once we see it onto the field, like, there was a reason the Raiders drafted him 7th overall 1 year ago, and we've talked about it time and time again. And you guys know that just like he was injured after college, and then he came in for the final week of preseason. He barely saw any playing time. Like, it was just such a down season. But we had a great final month of Tyree Wilson once he was moved into the interior defensive line. Outside of that, outside of your defensive line, you got a great linebacker room in Robert Spillane and Double D. Tommy Eichenberg, new addition. The cornerback room, people are still a little hesitant. We need Nate Hobbs to take a leap. You got Marcus Epps, Trevon Moehrig as your safeties. Jack Jones going to be cornerback 1. A little bit concerned with the cornerback room, I will just say it there. I like guys like Cameron Richardson. I'm hopeful for Jacorian Bennett. I like Jack Jones' high upside that we saw from last season. But once again, I wouldn't be opposed. In fact, I really hope actually the Las Vegas Raiders go out and sign a Stephon Gilmore, somebody like that, just because Xavier Howard, even just because I think this defense, as people don't even know they were a top 10 defense last year, you returned 10 starters. This team is so good on defense. Like, they are so freaking good. If you can improve your worst positional group or your most shaky positional group, which is your cornerback room, and you can just round it out with a solid veteran who played and started in all 17 games with Dallas last year, like Stephon Gilmore, the Raiders defense could be closer to top 5 than top 10. So that I'll leave it there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hit that like button, hit that sub button if you haven't already. But guys, let me know, what's this Raiders defense going to rank at the end of this upcoming season? Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more. Peace.